Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Summoner. Um, I managed to get what I wanted in terms of doing some grinding. I would say it came at the cost of my sanity, but I never had any to begin with. So, yeah, I managed to get summoned to its max level. At the cost of Joseph getting to level 28. So yeah. Um, this is obviously the rest of his stuff. Sword weapons 10, dodge 2, heal 10, parry, holy, heavy arms 10, magic resist 10, double attack 3, dark 5. It's being bolstered by the whole ring of darkness. So yeah. Um, Meanwhile, Fleece not all that far behind him. I'm not gonna lie. Bow weapons, picklock 10, dodge 2, sneak, sword weapons and aimed attacks 10. Heavy arms 3, appraise 10, hide 3. I'm mainly going to be focusing on her hide for now, and then I'll be focusing on her backstab for when she's rescuing Joseph in Arenia. So yeah, I managed to get the Gutting Dirk, which is now on, now currently equipped to Joseph.
Joseph and Fleece set sail for the island monastery of Iona, home of the guardians of the great library. In the age of the gods, the monastery had been the citadel of Iona, daughter of Amasido, god of the sea. And here, the first 13 kings of Medivh lay entombed in their crypt, buried after the chaos of 10,000 years.
So yeah, as I was saying, I currently have the Gutting Dirk, which you can see there, on Joseph. And Fleece has the Assassin's Crossbow still.
Look, Joseph, we made it. So this is the island of madmen and sorcerers.
The island of the Iona monastery. This is gonna be fun. So yeah. So they actually use golems to work the lifts. Um, so yeah, no real need to worry here. Thankfully. I would have done this recording on, well, yesterday, which is Wednesday in terms of the day I'm recording this. But I wasn't feeling well, and I had a lot of stuff to do in terms of D&D, going to the doctors and so on. So yeah, I just ended up like not really doing much. Which reminds me, I need to go and apply something, but I'll do that after this. Um, I guess there's kind of no point in me trying to even bother looking at the weapons because I'm not really gonna do anything right now. I mean, okay, well, I mean, I'll get this for Rosalind, but that'll be about it. Meanwhile, ice coffin, I love that. Yeah, one of them. I'm mainly getting these for something else. Trust me, okay? I'm gonna need what I'm getting those for, trust me. Considering I already have the maps for the Iona Monastery from my old playthrough, I should be fine. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so the Iona monastery. There we go. Yes. We don't even need to get into the elevator. It just does it for us. Keep up the gate. I guess we'll talk to you. I'm apparently a friend of the order. That's the first. She should be at her lessons. How will she learn to read at your age? She won't go to her lessons. I'm looking for a truant by the name of Sama. Appears she has behaved strangely as of late, keeping secrets from the other novices. Now she's missing her lesson. Yes, perhaps you can. If you cross the path of this wayward novice, inform me at once. You will be rewarded for your trouble. What you doing around now? I feel sorry for that child. They should not have to do that. Is it you? Locked, cannot pick. Locked, cannot pick. Sure, one of these is open. There we go. Can't believe I'm going through the kids' things. That's not what a boom does. Okay, soup kind of nourishes people, so I'll accept that. Just don't go too hard on her. House of Arms. We are no longer a brotherhood of knights. We must strengthen the body and discipline the mind. I mean, hey, at least I'm willing to accept the fact that I need to do that. Husband is just like, I am not strong enough. I feel so bad for these children. These children should not have to be this way. They should be able to just be children and play. And, what happened next? On your journey, you cross his path. Tell him where he can find me. His name is the Mask. I would be in your debt trap. I think a mask is just like a random encounter. I could be wrong there. Chances are I am. blah. If he travels, you meet a Motavi trader. Tell him the daughter of Tirsa waits you. I'll banish myself from Iona if only to return home. Okay. See, this is the thing that confuses me. Some of them actually want to go home. Some of them are here due to certain circumstances and they just want to go home. They don't want to be stuck here for the rest of their lives. You'd think that the monastery would actually like try and help by like giving them the resources or something to like go home. The Tome of Gods. I feel like that's later. We're now in the second half of the game. I hate how the camera angle changes time to time. Sister Belan of Nahul. Yeah. I'm sorry, what was that one called? Nahul something? We knew a scroll of our father's teaching. Give the scroll to Tathal the Wanderer, a Medovan vagabond who had been his disciple. Belan doesn't know where to find him. Okay, great. That's freaking perfect. It's gonna be another fucking random encounter. I hate the random ones. See? He mustn't find me. He mustn't learn about the book. Please don't tell anyone. Swear to me you won't tell. I swear. I was in the abbot's tower helping the fire rest when I overheard the abbot talking upstairs. I asked Master Ian to return the book to the great library. The book sat on a table not far from where I was. When he left the tower, Master Ian forgot about his errand. I grabbed the book and ran after him. I wanted to call out. He forgot the book, but something stopped me. I stood in the courtyard holding this book in my hand, and all I wanted to do was read it. I knew I'd be punished if I did, but I couldn't help myself. Only an outsider would ask such a question. For 3 years I've been a novice, and 3 more years I must wait to enter the library. 3 years, and here was my chance to have the very thing I've been waiting for all my life. No, not at first. I hid the book away where no one could find it. Every chance I found, I'd sneak away to look at the book. To feel the leather binding, touch the vellum pages, I watch blah 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 blah. Yes, but to whom? I knew the monks would banish me, and I could not trust the others. If they made me leave, I'd have nowhere to go. If I cannot live on Iona, I will not live at all. If you can find a way to return this book to the great library, you will save me. The great library, is that the... I'm trying to remember if that was the bigger one or not. Guess we'll find out. Gonna go up here, see if it is. These are the doors of the Great Library. Only monks of the Order may enter. So I'll get that promise. I'll go back to Sama and let her know. I'm sure there's like another one here. It's you. You're the other one that I'm looking for. No, she freaking moved, which is unlike her. I'm sure there was another one, unless he's later on. Or maybe he's one of those lot. Meanwhile, I'll go back to that monk and let him know. Fine. This is the annoying thing. If you help out one, you can't do the other. Like, It's frustrating. Alright, all the others are to do with outside of Iona, or later on in the game. Whether that be random encounters or just, yeah. So, there's that. I'll speak with the abbot in a minute. I just want to see if there's any others giving quests. Order lightning tracts, thank you. Where's the book that the guy wants? It's in here somewhere. Another Tome of Revive.
It's locked.
It's locked. Okay, I know for a damn fact that the other book the guy wants is in here somewhere. There we go. Okay, now we'll go visit Abbot Laurent. I almost said Abbot Costello then. Jesus. The hell is wrong with me? Like, I know Abbott and Costello is a very famous freaking old TV duo, but I didn't think it would stop me from getting the right names for my freaking characters. Jesus. Oh, Lord have mercy on my soul.
I know who you are and why you have come, but I regret I cannot help you. I know almost nothing about your kind. The origin of the summoners was forgotten long ago, though many have left their mark on history.
Yago said you could help me.
Your friend Iago knows more about the summoners than any monk of our order. He left Iona 20 years ago, soon after Murad came to power, and the Jade Temple spoke its prophecy. Iago feared the Emperor would find you first, and Medeva would fall under Murad's shadow. Iago chose to leave Iona, and so he may never return to this island.
So that's what Yago meant about his sacrifice.
Do not look so glum, my friend. Whether there is someone here who can be of assistance to you. Her name is Rosalind, and she is Iago's daughter. A novice of the order, she has not yet sworn the oath that binds us to this island. Rosalind, you may enter now.
You wish to speak with me, Abbot Laurent?
Indeed. This is Joseph. He is the summoner your father was seeking.
The summoner of the Jade Temple's prophecy? This boy is nothing but a peasant.
Joseph seeks the rings of summoning, and you will help him on his quest.
Help him? My father is the great scholar of summoner lore, not I. If I leave Iona, how will I finish my training?
If you wish to become a monk of this order, you have no choice in the matter.
Yago abandoned my mother for his sake. What do you see in this boy?
Your dear mother died long ago, and if Joseph fails, her sacrifice will have been in vain.
Well, summoner, why don't you ask the Kasani where to find your magic rings?
The Kosani?
The children of Vadagar and builders of Akamos. Amacito flooded their cities before the renegade. She's smart for a gutter snipe. The Kasani made the rings, so they might know where they're hidden. They live under Sonovar, Mountain of the Wise.
Yago said the Ring of Light was here.
Here? On Iona? Perhaps in the catacombs below the Crypt of Kings. No one has ventured down there since Carados vanished. We'll ask Brother Ovard. And after we find your ring, Summoner, I'm going back to Linnell with you. It's time I had a word with my dear father.
Damn. What can you tell me about Rosalind? Blah blah blah. Though she may resent you, she will help you on your journey. On his quest to find the summoner, Yago fell in love with a woman named Asani, and Rosalind was their daughter. Yago abandoned Asani to resume his search for you. Unwed and with child, she died alone and impoverished. How Rosalind found her way to Iona remains a mystery. She appeared one morning on the shores of our island. 20 years ago, your friend Yago was a monk of Iona. Never have I met a more incisive knight. He left Iona in search of the summoner, and so he may never return. Word was leader of the Society of the Jade Temple, the imperial priesthood of Arenia. Excuse me. He betrayed the last emperor and seized his throne. Now he builds the Tower of Ele to claim the kingdom of heaven. Earth and the gods built a siege tower that reached from the mountains of our world to the gates of heaven. The gods marched their armies up the winding stairs of Ele and banished Guval, maker of all things. Once a monk swears the oath, he is bound to this island. Those who leave may never return. Very little, I am afraid. The origin of the summoners was forgotten long ago. The summoners are makers of legend and heroes of lore. Countless others, but among them were Karik, Prince of Lions, and Amun Mar Gehen, last priest king of Ikemos. Both were born under the mark. To read the divine words, you must pay a price. I have aged 3 lifetimes and lost the gift of sight. Now only the sacred glyphs are visible to these eyes. The catacombs lie below the Crypt of Kings. Brother Avad is the guardian of the crypt. Speak to him and he will give you the key. Oh. Alrighty, so Rosalind, my dear, you're not really wearing all that much. Just so I know what weapon is that. Okay, that's also a quite stuff, so that it was kind of pointless of me getting it. And that's literally all I can give you right now. She's a bit on the bugger side. But this is essentially what she has. And I'm definitely going to upgrade her heal and her staff weapons because I think there are stronger staff weapons in the game. I just never really buy them, but for the sake of this playthrough, I will. Then I'll increase her energy. I definitely need to increase her magic resistance. So yeah. Which means after this recording session, there's gonna be more grinding. I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to get the boss heights like I would like to, because I think it's after this point that they are gone. Or at least they won't be as common, so yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a struggle with her after this. Yep, oh, I'm not listening to your drivel. There we go. Now, this is the thing. You're meant to try and find the two statues that will move to open up the way, causing the sarcophagus to open. Personally, honestly, just make it easier for yourselves. Do all of them. It'll open up either way. And it just makes things a little bit easier for you. Like so. It's cheap, I know, but it works. And now we're in the catacombs. And I'm going to end off this episode here. I shall be back in just a few seconds.